5 minutes strong, talking for 5 minutes long on rule number 3 of Darren's personal daily rules. Rule number 3 is you can laugh or cry about anything. I choose to laugh. So, I think that the best way to sum up this particular rule is to take you back to an experience that will forever live in my mind as one of the most embarrassing moments of my life. I remember I was 19. I was living in Elkhart, Indiana at that time. Actually, I was living in Goshen, but I was working in Elkhart at a restaurant called Hacienda. And it was kind of just like, your variety Mexican restaurant. You got your burritos, got your, tacos, taco salad, whatever. I was a server there. It was my first serving job, full time. And one of the duties, you gotta have the chips and salsa. You gotta have your chips and salsa out, On this particular day, I remember that I decided to wear my glasses, and I wore some shoes that were not deemed non-slip. Let's just say that. They were very slip. They were not non-slip. They were very slip. And I thought nothing of it. But one of the chips and salsa duties, as a server, you've got to make sure that the chips and the salsa are well stocked. So I was doing my duty, go back in my very slip shoes through the kitchen where there's plenty of water on the floor. I proceed to grab a giant vat of salsa, and I'm walking from the back in the kitchen back to the front where the actual restaurant is. And with this giant vat, I step on a very slippery spot of water, and I very slip onto the floor, so much so that my basically entire head ended up in the vat of salsa while the salsa was on the floor. So this is what happened in the kitchen. I get up and I'm standing there, and I have salsa actually covering one of my eyes because I'm wearing my glasses. So the salsa is actually inside of one of my lenses against my eyeball. And I'm just standing there. I was not laughing when it happened, but my manager definitely was laughing. My manager definitely could not stop laughing. I think of that story because, yes, you can either laugh or you can cry about it. My manager could have been like, "You idiot, you didn't wear non-slip shoes. How dare you?" No, he didn't. Even though he was the one that, basically he's responsible for making sure it gets cleaned up. But he was like basically just laughing at me. And it kind of diffused the situation a little bit. Yes, I was embarrassed. I believe I did go home and change my clothes because they were entirely drenched in salsa at that point. But I survived, and the lesson to be learned, I guess, is that, stuff can happen. SHIT can happen in life, and does happen and will happen in life. It's how you're going to handle it. You can either look at it. What's the movie? There's a movie where it talks about your life is either a comedy or a tragedy. What do you want it to be? Do you want it to be this guilt, hand-wringing stricken drama that everything goes wrong in it and everything is a tragedy, it didn't work out? Or do you want to look at it like, comedy, like my head just fell into a vat of salsa and okay, yep, got to deal with that one. Stuff's gonna happen either way. What do you choose to do with it? So I choose anything you can do anything. Let me sum this up with sentences. You can either laugh or cry about anything. I choose to laugh. That's the moral of the story. That's rule number 3 on Darren's daily list of rules. And look at that. I'm just over 5 minutes. I love you guys. And you can plan on tuning in for rule number 4 tomorrow. Have a good one.